Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Man, look at that background. Isn't that awesome? That is pretty darn epic. So I just want to do a follow-up video to the how to get Metalhead video for the Metal Legends maze. One of the questions I always see coming up has to do with getting maze coins, not getting your full number of maze coins. So I wanted to address that in this video. So we're going to jump right into it. We're also going to talk about the 72-hour challenge because, like I mentioned, there's going to be a new 72-hour challenge, and here it is, Cabinfish and Sphereness. I'm not going to spend too much time on the 72-hour challenge because I've done several videos on it, but I do want to focus on the maze. So basically, the typical advice is log in every 4 hours and do all of your tasks. So the one thing you'll notice is that the minute you log in and you collect gold, for example, you don't get maze coins. The minute you collect food, you don't get maze coins. And you might be wondering, what's going on? The minute you feed a monster, here, let's find a random monster to feed. We'll do Zorgon over here. You don't get any maze coins. And you might be thinking, man, my game's broken, whatever. That's actually not the case. See, when you do the initial act, when you collect gold, collect food, when you feed a monster, it sort of triggers the coins to be ready to collect. So it takes 4 hours for your pool to be full, and then when you collect, it sort of just triggers the action, and then you need to repeat the action, and there is some delay, so you need to wait a while. So as you saw, I collected gold, I collected food, I fed a monster, I didn't get anything. But now when I collect gold, I should get my maze coins, and again, I didn't get anything, and let me collect food. And there's my plus 50. So we'll click repeat on the food, so food is good. Let's go back to feed, let's feed Zorgon, and there's my 30. So the only thing I'm missing is my gold. Let me collect gold again, and I got plus 2. So another thing that happens is that sometimes players will say you don't get all of your coins. So literally all you have to do is spam, and let me see if it's somewhere, maybe I did collect and I missed it. You literally can just spam the task and you'll get your maze coins eventually. So here, let me try collecting food again and I'll get my plus 28. See, there you go. So that's really it. There's no magic trick, there's no magic formula. That's all you have to do. When it comes to the breeding and hatching, once again, you first need to put your monster into the hatchery, and then you can hatch or sell your monster. It can be any monster, and as long as 4 hours have passed, you'll get your 50 maze coins. And then you click repeat, and as long as it's a 4-hour monster or more, you'll get your 50 maze coins. And there you go. And as far as PvP, it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Again, I recommend putting a weak defense team so you can get easy revenge battles. Otherwise, you might be fighting some really tough opponents that you can't beat very easily. And who wants to spend an hour doing an attack? It's way easier to just do a regular battle. Like, I tried putting auto, and auto can't even beat these kinds of bases anymore. So yeah, it's even me. I just switched my defense to a super easy defense team because I want to get through this as fast as possible. So that's my defense team right now. And I mean, it hasn't been attacked yet, but yeah, I'm just going to take some easy victories. So here, let's click fight. And then this one, the PvP is I think the most straightforward. No one ever has any issue getting your maze coins. You always get it all. But I did want to make the video just in case there was someone out there that for some reason you weren't getting your coins. Hopefully after seeing this video you're like, oh, it is pretty straightforward. You just have to do the tasks. And I even demonstrated on a newer account. I think the players that have the most trouble are probably players with new accounts, because for whatever reason it seems like it does take a little while longer to get your maze coins on a newer account. So really quickly, let me exit out. I got my 15, I got my 50, I got my 30 and everything, so I should be good. Look, I even landed on the 50. Awesome. So let me exit out and let me show you my progress, just in case you're wondering around how many maze coins you should have. I currently have 933. Alright, with that being said, let's transition over. So this is the brand new account, so this is a level 44 account, and let's explore it. So if I click on the Metal Legends maze, I have 703 right now. And keep in mind, you should get 225 every 4 hours. It's been more than 4 hours, so I should end up with 928. That is the number to look for at the end of everything. So you can tell that because Thunder Eagle is ready, it's been 4 hours. So I'll start by collecting gold. I actually just like to do collect all. So do a collect all, look around the screen. You'll notice I didn't get any coins whatsoever. I like to collect all of my food. I'll go ahead and collect everything. I got one right there. So for food, I like to plan something that's expensive, a little more expensive than everything else. You can do the winged angel beans, it doesn't matter. Just do something that's a little more expensive than everything else, and the rest you can do your blue lizard tail. See, it's the cheapest one, grow food. It's the one in the bottom, so you can just repeat all on that one, and we'll come back to that. And for feed, this one I find that it depends like how much you feed a monster. So look, I even got 6 right there. So if that ever happens, and I got my 30, so 6 was just from the previous time. So watch, let me collect right here and I should get plus 30. So see, it works. You just have to activate, you just have to do the initial task and then kind of redo it and you'll get your coins. And then the food one, that's the one that probably takes the longest for new accounts. I got 40. I'm still missing a bit more. Let me repeat all. Let's see if I can get a few more here. repeat all. Let me collect this. Let me repeat all. I got +2. Remember, I'm supposed to be getting 50. The magic number to look for is 928, I think I said it was. 812, so I'm still missing quite a few more. Oh, that's right. I can still sell this monster. Oh, look, I didn't get any maze coins. So see, if you're selling the monster first, you're not going to get anything. But if you hatch first and then sell the monster, watch, bam, +50. So see, that always works. So if you're having trouble with anything, you just have to follow the advice in this video. And going back to collecting food, let's see if I still get some. +6. Okay, cool. So if ever you haven't gotten the full amount, just keep track and just keep repeating, keep spamming until you get everything. Got +2 again. And you'll notice I can collect as much gold as I want now, but I'm not going to get any more because now the pool is getting full. I can feed a monster and look, I won't get anything because I already got my +30. So that's essentially how it works. Another cool nifty trick actually is if you wait 4 hours and you log into the game and you just collect 1 piece of gold, you feed a monster 1 time, you collect 1 piece of gold, you collect 1 piece of food, what's actually going to happen is that the items are going to start accumulating again. So the next time you log in 4 hours, you'll actually be able to get a full collection and a second full collection. So as long as you log in a 4-hour period and do an initial collection, you actually don't miss out on any maze coins. That's why sometimes, if you'll notice that, for those of you that put Thunder Eagle first, for those of you that sell a monster and then put Thunder Eagle, and then come back into the game and then put Thunder Eagle, then sell, you'll notice you'll probably get 100 maze coins. That's why that works. But yeah, guys, that's essentially it. As you can see, I showed you on 2 different accounts the max number of maze coins and everything. It is pretty accurate. The reasons you saw me get a little bit more is because of what I just described. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And then the final thing to talk about, well, I guess I can do PvP. Well, PvP kind of works with the 72-hour challenge. The last thing to talk about is the 72-hour challenge. I've said this multiple times. The best thing to go for 100% of the time is always the gems. Go for the gems. The gems are the best thing ever. Now that we have a maze going on, the objective should just be to never have 15 attacks, right? You always want to make sure all of your attacks are used. You want to make sure you win all of your attacks. So if you're in a situation where you're a new account in your Legendary 4 League and the battles are very tough, well then just focus on making sure that you are winning the battles. And the easiest way to do that is to put a very weak defense team like I even showed you on my main account. And again, you do that so you can get easy revenge battles, because otherwise the battles may become a little too difficult for you. So just to demonstrate, watch. I was able to beat this base, thank goodness, recharge. I'll get my 15 coins, and then I'll either get 50 maze coins, or I'll get a 500 challenge coins because I'm in Legendary 4 League. I highly encourage everyone to go into Legendary 4 League because it is the best bang for your buck. If you saw my other accounts, I'm in Legendary 3 League. I'm 1 league up, but I only get 10 extra coins, and the battles take so long. But if you're in a low league, look at this. Revenge. Look at these super easy battles. Look at the kind of opponents that are beating me. So if I click Revenge over here, I just have a Treezard on defense. Poor little Treezard. Look at that, level 30 monsters. I can literally click auto, and the AI will just win the whole entire game. I don't know why. I feel like Aztec could have done an AoE, and that would have beat the enemy. So remember not to exit out, because you get your 500 challenge coins or 50 maze coins. So just spin the roulette wheel, get what you get, and you're good to go from there. Let me exit out. And yeah, watch. If I refresh, some of these opponents might be too tough. 100, if not, I could beat the middle base. So I'm going to take advantage. If you're on a newer account, take advantage of all the easy bases. You know 100% that you can win for sure. And then after you take advantage of all of these, that's when you go for the revenge battles. And then, never have a shield active. Make sure your shield is always broken so you could keep getting revenge battles. Because if you go through all of your revenge battles and then you get a 3-hour shield, you're not going to be able to do anything if you ran into PvP attacks. So just be smart about that. So anyhow, here we go. Let me exit out. And then the way the 72-hour challenge works, for those of you that are new to the event, basically you just click on the monster and it costs a certain number of challenge coins to flip over a card. So let's flip this card over and I get gold. So basically you just as you flip more cards over, the cost increases. And the goal is just to try to go for the monster. But again, I highly recommend go for the gems. The monsters, they honestly don't really matter too much. If anything, the monsters will help you for finishing the library or finishing books, right? For your monstergram collection. The legendary monsters might be used in future breeding events, but I don't think you really need them to be competitive. As you can see from this account, and this account is like 10 weeks old, you should be getting mythic monsters. Like anytime there's a maze and there's 2 mazes per month, you should walk away with the 2 mythic monsters from the maze. Every month there's a free Legends Pass monster. You should get that monster, so that's 3 maze monsters for free. There's also like the progressive events, like the Josh Stub Challenge or the Tails events. So for 150 gems, you can get another mythic monster. So every month you should be walking away with like 4 to 5 completely free. And I say free, it is going to require some gems, some of them. The maze monsters, the maze mythic monsters are completely free. But the other ones are going to require gems. But like from the Samuel Taylor Challenge, you can get quite a good number of gems. I think it's like 39 gems from this event. Now, obviously, if you can get the legendary monsters, you should. And I think realistically, you should be able to get the legendary monsters. Honestly, you should be able to get all 3 monsters. If you only had to choose one, the cheapest one is always the monster in the middle. The monster in the middle to like 1,400 coins. So that's very good compared to the monster on the right, which is like 23,000 coins. Sorry, I meant to say it's around 14,000 for the monster in the middle. And it's around 23,000 for the monster on the right. Yes, he's rank 1, but again, like, realistically, I don't think you'll be using them. Like, to show you this account, if I show you my legendary monster, look how many are in storage. I just haven't had the time to actually hatch them. I have like every 72-hour challenge monster in storage. Like, the amount of resources needed to build a legendary habitat, and then wait the 2 days, and then hatch it. It's just very time consuming, but these mythic monsters, I definitely want to be sure to use them as much as possible. And even for wars, like, it's all mythic oriented now. So I highly recommend, like, just focus on the mythic monsters and focus on the gems here. But if you had to go for a monster, your best bang for your buck really is Cavenfish. He costs a lot cheaper than Sphereness, and to be honest, he's an OG monster. This guy can AoE freeze, he can AoE stun, he has a 0 cooldown, 50% chance to stun skill. He has a 50% stamina gen, I think he has a single buff skill. He's an OG go-to water monster. I miss this guy. Cavenfish. And then Sphereness is pretty cool too. He came out around the time that Voltic came out, if I'm not mistaken. He can hold the double trap relics. For those of you on newer accounts, if you have a maxed out Pesty Trap, you can kill some enemies, says with Pestilence Trap. Sphereness is cool, he can do stamina drain, he can do freeze. But I don't know, I feel like I just have some nostalgia with Cavenfish. He's the best bang for your buck. If you had to choose a monster, I'd say go for him. Because again, realistically, you're going to be using mythic monsters anyhow. But the gems, most important. And then you'll have a lot of gems like me on this account. So with that being said, guys, again, it was a very fast video on the 72-hour challenge. I wanted to focus more on the Metal Legends maze since that's the main attraction going on right now. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have still any questions, if you're still not getting maze coins, rewatch this video. It's pretty straightforward. There isn't any secret to it. By the way, if you activate your maze collector tickets, that's why you're not getting maze coins. If your maze collector ticket, if your coins collector is active, you cannot collect maze coins yourself. So keep that in mind. If you have the Golden Legends Pass and you activated this, that's why you're not getting coins. Alright guys, so with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. Again, if you still have questions, please rewatch the video, and if I still didn't answer your question, let me know in the comments below. And then hopefully I can answer your question, or someone from the community can answer your question. Thank you all very much. Best of luck to all of you on the Metal Legends maze, and remember to subscribe.